You are listening to the Pencil and Paper Podcast Network.
Wake up to the world you've been missing. Time to jump out of bed in the morning. No day, no life, now we're living. Can you feel it in the air that you're breathing? Time to show 'em what you're made of. Let's get back on track. Are you ready for a come on? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Are you ready now? You're lifting off the ground. Welcome back. No coming down. Can you feel it all around? Welcome back.
Hello and welcome back to Super Mega Crash Beyond. I am going to do my absolute best to stay with you today
I'll
because
make it happen.
extremely tired. I'm your host, Stephen White. With me, as always, my co-host, Laceya Finley.
Well, happy Monday. Hopefully everyone else got plenty of rest.
Yeah,
Bushy-tailed.
I do want to explain that because I thought it would be a fun, amusing story.
Okay.
This
yeah.
was not my intention for today, but it's going to be just to start the show.
Mhm.
And why I only got 4 hours, if that, of sleep.
Okay.
And I say if that because I had no concept of time at some point. It was just like, I don't know. There was even a point where I was like, okay, I know it's got to be really, really late. And I was just like, just focus, just sleep.
Uh-huh.
And I could have sworn that I heard this bird that sits outside my bedroom window and chirps every morning around 6 o'clock, going chicka 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 chicka,
Sure.
and then stops chicka 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 chicka, chicka chicka chicka, and so he's like my alarm clock. I'm sitting there, and I'm almost positive in my head it's like after 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'm like, okay, I've got to just sleep.
Mhm.
And I heard chicka chicka, and I was like, no, what?
I
I perked up. Like, what? I didn't hear it again, so I thought maybe it was in my head. I maybe imagined it. Who knows? So here's the deal. here's what I did.
Okay.
So I got an email. I don't remember how. I think I'd bought some sort of special vegan chocolate that I'd seen online. And they were just like, hey, try our plant-based chocolate. It's all wholesome and good. And I thought,
Uh-huh.
it was a, nice little deal. I was like, all right, I'll throw a little bit of money at you.
Mhm.
And I think when I did that, I signed up for some vegan newsletter.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to the little check marks they put down there.
Yeah. And I usually do. So I don't know how I got roped into this. But, they've been sending me stuff, here and there with these little like, hey, check out this little product. Hey, here's some things you might want to check out. And I was like, okay, it seems interesting enough. Nothing invasive. So I was like, I'll keep it around for a little bit.
Mhm.
They sent me an email, I think 2 weeks ago, and it was just like, this is for adults only. And I was like, okay, well, let me open this up. What would you be peddling for adults only?
All right, for chocolate. I have a couple of ideas, but I can't wait to hear.
They had partnered with a distributor called Treehouse, which I'd never heard of. They manufacture natural, organic, vegan, mushroom
How is
goodies.
it not already natural and vegan and
Well,
is it
they have
mushrooms?
to
Yeah,
to
like-
put their thing on it.
Oh, this is great. Okay, continue.
So magic mushrooms, as they are, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. And I've never partook in mushrooms before, and I thought
the rest of the story's starting to make a little sense. Go ahead.
And I thought, if they'll ship
Fuck
to
it.
my house, because there could be.
I'm surprised that it shipped to your house.
Me too.
That's not legal everywhere,
I know.
especially where you live.
Like literally, there was a whiskey that I wanted to try that recently came out called Four Walls. And I had to have it shipped to Ohio to get the bottle when I made the trip up there to Whorehound. Because they would not ship it here. And I have had stuff shipped here, but for whatever reason, they were not shipping here right now. And I thought, okay, well, screw it. So again, I was really surprised that this happened. So I did not know how my body would react. I thought, would you kind of get a mellow high? Would it just kind of be a thing like that? We even kind of went in cautious because they have a little gauge on the back. It was just like, 1 or 2 gummies, you kind of mellow, do about 3 to 5 or something like that. And then you're kind of like, all right. And then if you go X amount to whatever maximum is, it's like, you're on the moon, man. And I was like, okay. So I got gummies and I also got like a little vape pen because I thought, partake in both, see what it is. The gummies tasted horrible. Started off great. Like
mushrooms are not good.
Yeah, when you get that the initial taste in your mouth, I think it was like blue raspberry or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tasted like candy. You're like, all right. And then the more you chew in it, it's like, God, what? Terrible. But had taken 2 because I thought that would be a great starting point. Mm-hmm. And we sat down and we're watching some TV, and about an hour goes by, and I'm like, I'm not feeling anything. Mm-hmm. Huh. Okay. So I went and got the vape pen, and I just a little bit, and I was like, still not feeling anything. It was just like I was letting it sit, and I was like, well,
give it enough time, like 30 minutes or so, hopefully in between each. 45. Yeah.
And I thought, well, maybe my body is just not taking to it. Maybe it just doesn't really have an effect.
I would have assumed I just got sold bad product, I think. I'd been like, there's no mushrooms in here.
So I wasn't sure. I was just like, well, I don't know. I didn't know what to expect because I was very cautious because I've heard stories.
And if you've never done it before, you don't know what to expect. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And everyone reacts a little differently to things. So
exactly. So I just thought, okay. And as the evening wore on and this was not happening, I was like, you know what? Let's go to the moon. I grabbed up about 5 more, chucked them in my mouth, then proceeded to puff on the vape pen for about 5 puffs and said, well, let's see how the moon feels. Well, I got to the moon all right because the next thing I know, I was just sitting there going, I'm cold. I'm hot. I'm cold. Damn. And my feet were jiggling. I was just kind of antsy and my brain was just like that. And suddenly it occurred to me, oh, it's jacked me up. I'm hyperactive. This isn't bringing me down. I have energy. I want to talk. I want to do things. I want to go do whatever.
Yeah. Let's go outside and run and play. And yep.
Yeah. So not what I was expecting. And definitely not the sensation you want before bed. Because at some point I was looking at the clock and I was like, it's almost midnight and I'm wide awake. I was like, I need to come down, man.
I'm surprised you didn't go outside and walk around or something, man. Like, try to burn some energy.
I mean, maybe in a better part of the world. But I had been working outside all day, and I thought, well, I'm already exhausted. No, it found a way to jack my energy levels up. And I just wanted to sleep at some point. But my body was just like, nope. Let's do stuff.
Was Katrina getting pissed at you constantly moving around?
No, she found it quite amusing. She found it quite amusing. And when she fell asleep like she always does. She's a cat. She just she goes out. Yep. She goes.
God, I'm
sleep.
jealous of people who can do that.
I know. Like it's literally 5-10 minutes. She's out. All she got to do is just lay still and she's gone.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't do that. So I tried to level it out, and I don't know if that helped.
What did you do to level it out?
Well,
did you introduce more things to your system?
Yes, because because the other pen helps bring me down. So I thought, well, I'll just counter it with that.
Depends.
Now, what happened at this point is I am trying to fall asleep as I am laying in bed.
As you do.
The one thing that I've always heard, and they even said on the package, just as a warning, may cause psychotropic effects or whatever. And I thought, well, that's not going to happen because I hadn't seen anything, right?
Well, yeah, it's not like that though. Yeah.
It happened up here. As I am laying down and my eyes are closed, my brain, the things I could show you. the patterns, the things that were just dancing through my head, the things that were just spinning, the thoughts.
Did you have any like floral patterns on your wall?
Yes.
Because they like to move and swirl.
Again, all of this was just dancing in my head. So much so, it got so bad. And I wish to God that I could just supplant a camera. Or, like you've seen in that, what was that one movie? I can't remember. Where they could extract your dreams or your thoughts or whatever. I know there's a movie about that.
Oh.
And I can't remember what the hell it's called. But if someone could do that, I would have given you the musical of a lifetime, because I had a song and dance number choreographed to the letter. Nice. Going off in my head for at least 5 minutes. And I'm like, what is happening? But it was so good. Sure. It was really, really good. And I was like, this is amazing. What is this? Why can't I get this on film?
Right? Like, now you're seeing where some people get their ideas, maybe. Yeah.
And I'm just like, why can't I find a way to do this? And just put this on screen, because it's amazing and I don't know what's happening.
Then in your sober moment, you're like, this was really bad. Like, it's just
it could have been,
falling over each other, like not saying anything. Yeah.
Like, it seemed cool in my head. A lot of these things seem cool in my head. And what's very interesting about these moments when my senses are elevated, if you will, while I can't remember everything that I say, I feel like my wit is razor sharp.
Sure.
And I know I said some pretty amazing, funny shit last night. Couldn't tell you what it is now because I didn't write it down.
Damn.
But they were just so sharp, because every time I had an opportunity, it's like bam, and then there's a laugh, and then bam, there's a laugh, and I'm like, ha, bye, 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 bye. I'm a comedian. So I'm really, really tired.
Oh, yeah. You might still be a little fucked up. Who knows?
Like, genuinely, I thought I was going to wake up late this morning. But no. My internal clock was like, hey, it's 6:30, get up. And I'm like, no.
You just went to sleep.
It's like, can I just sleep a little longer? It's like, no, up. Get up now.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck you. I was so mad. And then, of course, my cat is sitting outside the door going, it's like...
Everybody needs you.
Yep, everybody needs something. So that is my first introduction to all that. And now I know not to do that before
not
bed.
Not go to the moon? Yeah.
Like,
or if you know you're just going to be up all night and party.
Well, yeah. I mean, something like that could possibly be fun. But I don't know when I'll... Like, I feel like that's something I'm just going to have to take first thing in the morning and then just run through the day.
Go through your day. Yep.
It's like,
well, maybe, and then that'll be the time it hits you different. I've done it 3 times in my life, and each one was a very different experience, to the point where I was like, I'm good. I don't want to do that anymore because the last one was not fun. Yeah. So.
Well, I also need to kind of pinpoint, because I don't remember when it was, and I want to say it was closer to 10:30. Is when I did that. Well, 10 to 10:30, somewhere in there.
Oh, it was when you took the rest?
Yeah, it's when I went for the big dose. I was like, all right.
Dude, that's when I would have been in bed already at 10 o'clock.
Well, we were close, because I think we were finishing up the show that we were watching when I decided to make this decision.
Sure.
And then it came closer to 10:30, about the time it ended, and I was like, let's go lay down. My body's just like, I want to lay down. But then, of course, when I got into bed, I was like, why am I so cold? And I just felt cold, but then it was twitching. I felt my feet just like they just wanted to move. And I was like, So it occurred to me eventually. I was like, oh, I see what happened.
Yeah.
This is not having the effect that I was expecting. The opposite effect is happening. So.
Yeah, no, I felt very energetic.
I wish I had
and happy. Like, everything was just so nice and all this kind of stuff. Candle flames were amazing. It was just like everything's so good. Well, didn't I tell you this story that the only time I thought I actually tripped was I was doing that and I had laid down on the couch and I know the whole 9 yards was playing in the background because that was like the only movie I had on DVD at my very first apartment that I lived at. And when I woke up, I looked up, Bruce Willis's face was literally right in my face. Like, it came out of the fucking TV into my face, and I startled up, and I'm like, So that's what that does, because I didn't think I was tripping at all until that moment. And then I looked at my girlfriend over there. She's like, "Is his face right here?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Okay, I need to go back to the real bedroom and try to fall asleep now." Because as good of an actor as he is, I don't want him right the hell there in my face,
Yeah.
Fun times.
Just some good advice for the future. Be prepared for anything.
Do your research.
Yeah. I wish I had known that would have been my reaction. Again, I don't mind the reaction. It was just bad timing. That was not the time to have that reaction, and I did not know that was. I was expecting like a mellow high, like I'm going to fall asleep. Oh my God, I'm so relaxed. Mm-hmm. But I will say the one thing I do, because this was kind of my hope, and the fact that it went the opposite direction was a little disappointing because of that. Because I thought, if this can give me that kind of mellow high that I like, where I can fall asleep, but without the dry mouth, perfect. No dry mouth, but all energy. So it did right the opposite.
So you're still going to be drinking a ton of water because you're moving.
Yeah. It just sucked overall.
Well, I'm sorry that you didn't get to actually just chill and enjoy it. Now you know.
I don't want to say it was not enjoyable during that little window when I realized what was happening. But it was just when I wanted it to go away, it was like, I want to sleep. It's time to go to bed.
Food is rough that way for you because it'll just keep on digesting and moving it a little bit through your system for a while. And
yeah. I have a game for you today.
Yeah, you said something was a surprise today. I got all sorts of surprises today.
Yeah, so this is just a big old box of surprises. So the game that I want to play with you is not an original game of mine. It is something that I have seen a YouTuber that I follow, Mr. Sunday Movies, do with his co-host for his podcast. And it seemed like a fun little game. Now, granted, they focus on more topics that are more... what's the word I'm looking for here? I can't even think of words. Centered around the topics in which they cover or topics and things like that in which they talk about.
And now that we don't really have one.
But I thought there is a way that I can do this and make it targeted to you.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I know any of this. I'm nervous.
So the game we're going to play is I'm going to read you a 1-star review for a Bruce Campbell movie.
Oh, no.
And you have to tell me what movie they are then talking about.
Okay.
Now, if you want to pull up a list of all of his movies so you have something nearby.
Okay. I might have to, just because, my brain sucks with remembering the names of things.
Right.
The movie where he was shaped and did the,
Now, I went through a list, and these all came from Letterboxed. Okay, so these are those reviewer reviews.
Like the actual human beings making
But
I watched it.
What makes this amusing, and this is why I thought the game would be fun, is it's about the comments and how ridiculous they can be, or the shit that people will just why they gave this movie what they did and then what they say along with it. I tried to find, as they do on the other show, the most amusing ones. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you can navigate some of it, but I'm going to say that at the same time, they're not as obvious.
Sure. I was going to say, depending on how these people decided to make their review, basing it on something probably not even about the movie, just their feeling that day or something.
Exactly, yeah. So, there are so many that I'm going to pull from, but I'm going to try to keep it, I'll keep an eye on the time and we'll kind of bounce around. If I'll try to give you hints where I can, if need be. Maybe I can kind of guide you into a decade or maybe something.
Yeah. 40 years of his work, help me out a little. Yeah.
I stuck with movies, so there will be no TV shows or anything.
No
of that
video
nature.
Games or any of that.
No video games. Just movies.
Just movies. Okay.
all the movies that are here are either movies he's fully starred in, or he has had a cameo or a bit part or something of that nature. So
okay, so he has been on screen saying a line.
Yes. So it could be something that he was in there for 5 minutes, something that he was in the absolute
in the
star.
End credit scene, maybe, and just said groovy.
Could be, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think maybe
that's the 2013 Evil Dead.
Well, I was going to say I think I may have removed that one, so that might give you
that is the only thing he was on screen for. So that would have been probably too easy. I'd have been like, well, yeah. If you waited till the end of the credits, he looked at the screen and said groovy, and that was it.
And I think that's why I removed it, because he wasn't in it.
Right.
You know, like he wasn't involved with
He was
anybody.
a bookend.
Yeah. So I didn't really see any point in that. But everything else, I know he has been in. So it's going to run the gamut, okay?
We're going to see what happens. Because I will admit, I'm a big fan, but I've not seen literally everything he's been in. It would be kind of hard. I know there's people out there that did it, though, and you're the real heroes.
Okay, so I'm going to start you off with one that I think will be fairly easy.
Okay.
Don't
set me up like that, though, because then when I fumble it and then get the hard ones, then I'm just going to feel like an idiot. So. Well,
when I say easy, hopefully you can kind of deduce it based on certain things in the review as a clue.
Okay.
Julia said, quote, "I haven't watched the movie. I just hate Elizabeth Olsen." 1 star.
1 star. Oh man, it's got to be one of the Marvel movies, because she's crap. What's the name of her character in those? She is. They made a whole freaking TV series about her character.
Mm-hmm. She's
witch, something witch.
Maybe a certain color.
Black witch?
No, kind of a red-ish color.
Red witch.
There's a book about a letter.
Is it the one he's the Papa Pizza in?
Yeah.
Pizza Papa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, damn it. Hold on. Is it Doctor Strange?
There you go.
Okay, I was narrowing it down. See, that's how my brain works.
Yeah, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So
okay, all right.
There you go.
I just don't like Elizabeth. Oh, come on, woman. Then you're not a real one. I watched it just because I knew he had a cameo. What's up? I watched a whole movie for probably 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna bounce around a little bit. I'm gonna try to get you into. Start easy and then maybe into a little bit more vague territory, but then maybe I can say to you, you may have guessed this one already or you may not. So there might be some repeats and some not.
Sure. Everyone can hear how my mind works. And then you'll be like, how does she get anywhere in life? And you know what? Fair. I'm not sure myself.
How about... Duchess Grimmery says, quote, "Been a while since I watched a good, quote, oh, this is happening because they ran out of budget, unquote, movie."
Oh, man, that could be a lot in his early career.
This is a newer movie.
It's a newer, maybe Black Friday.
Good, there you go. You did it, yep.
Because, yeah, that definitely had that feel, because they kept it pretty isolated to one set.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Devin Sawa, though, coming back around, trying to do the horror.
Dude, have you watched Chucky? I know we've talked about the actual show.
Like, the series? I think I watched the first season, and then I lost whatever streaming service it was on and haven't been able to continue it. It's on Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I need to go back then. I don't feel like that's where I started it.
Like, I don't want to spoil. Yeah, because I don't think it was on Peacock.
Well, he's in it a little bit, right? Like as twin brothers? Or am I thinking of a different show?
What I was going to say about it, since you brought him up, is he seems to be, like, he's a recurring character in every season, but a different character. He's just a return face.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm honestly starting to wonder if Don Mancini isn't doing this just to see how many creative ways he can kill Devin Sawa.
I mean, he's been killed well, no, I guess that's not true. Because in Final Destination, he always made it until he did it.
Yeah. Well, they're making up for it now. And I don't want to say much more than that, but it was just like this last episode I watched.
He killed Kenny situation?
That's almost what it seems like.
I kind of love that. Okay.
But yeah, the last See, I don't want to say much.
I'll have to go back now that I know it's on Peacock. I guess I didn't look around too hard. I want to say I started the first season when it was on Hulu. Like they had the, I don't know, channel.
I think once this series started initially, like it didn't come to Peacock at first, and then eventually it was like, oh no, we're gonna put it on here, and it's like great. And now they're doing the day and date, so when it actually releases on television, the next day it's on Peacock. I was like, thank you. Why couldn't you do this to begin with?
I enjoyed it very much, and you brought Jennifer Tilly back. How do you not love her?
Oh,
how do you not?
She becomes even more integral, and the stuff that they're doing with Chucky right now, like I'm loving this season. It's just gotten so bizarre.
How many are we on now? How many are behind?
3. But
so only 2 seasons. Okay.
Yeah, so
that could be a couple weeks for me.
But I mean, we're talking 10 episodes per, so it's very or
and
even
they were half hour, right? Were they even
something like that?
Hour?
Well, no, they were an hour, but
are they? Okay.
Close to whatever
45 minutes.
Yeah, 45. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to go back because I did enjoy it. It was ridiculously, horribly stupid, and I think that's why I loved it. Sometimes things are so stupid they're just glorious, and then
they're leaning
circle
into
back
it.
Around.
Yeah, they just decided, screw it, let's just lean into it and be done with it. And I think that's what's making it work for me so well. So it's like, yeah, let's just do it. Let's go fucking crazy with it.
All right.
Who cares?
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to it then.
Okay. Here seems to be an easy one, in the sense that I think you could deduce it based on what you have in front of you.
Okay.
Based on the clues. Tony Baldwin says 1 star for the duo of Sandy Cohen and Ashley Williams singing a Christmas song.
Oh, Ashley Williams. Is it that Hallmark one he was on? Because I remembered I tried so hard to watch all of that. It was very rough. Something about okay, hold on. I'll just look. I was going to try to just do it off the top of my head because I just would like to be that kind of person. My Southern Family Christmas.
Nope, not that one.
No.
There was another one.
He did more than... Okay, so
apparently.
now I'm like, he did another Hallmark movie. Hold on.
Apparently.
Shit. Okay. Let me look a little harder then, because...
I think this one was, I guess, newer. I don't know how new this... I don't keep up with...
Well, this one was only 2022.
Okay, so maybe it was a little farther back.
Christmas.
Slightly.
Oh, man, that's funny. Now I'm going to have to go back and watch this one when I find out what it is in case I hadn't already, because I didn't really watch Hallmark. So until they did the when Mario Lopez was Colonel Sanders. Oh,
yeah.
Of course I had to watch that because, like, what the hell were you doing? You know?
Yeah.
And it was only like 20 minutes. So I was like, all right, that was worth it. I don't know. Let me look. Like, what decade then?
I would assume this was like within the latter half of the 2010s.
Interesting.
So unless they gave it a different name than what you gave me.
There's one that says The Escort here, which I don't think I've watched.
Okay, I'm going to have to look up and see what I'm missing here.
Desperate for a good story, a sex-addicted journalist throws himself into the world of high-class escorts when he starts following a Stanford-educated prostitute. Well, now I'm very interested who you were in this, Mr. Campbell. I hope you're the sex-crazed person, because that would be hilarious. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, 2021.
Putting a pin in that for me later.
Yeah.
2022?
2021.
Oh, 21. Adopted?
No.
Damn.
How are you not seeing this? This is interesting.
None of them on IMDb says like it's Hallmark or anything, because it's all a bunch of TV shows that I see in 21. That's why I was like, you didn't say TV. You said it would only be
would
movies.
Well, yeah, it is a movie.
Like made for TV movie.
Made for TV movie. 2021. I'm looking right at it, and the poster does say at the bottom, Hallmark movie and mysteries.
I didn't bring up the posters. I was just trying to look by the little.
But again, we said Christmas, so is there any?
So it was another Christmas one. One December night.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, now I'm looking at this one. Like, 2 music managers put their history aside to oversee the televised reunion. Okay. Well, I know what I'm looking for later. See, look, I'm getting me all movies I'm going to watch later. I'll get caught up, Bruce. I promise. I'm sorry.
Keep your list up, because pay attention to the clue here that might give you some indication of what the movie is.
Okay.
So Riley Haas says, I never watched the show, but hopefully it was a lot better than this piece of shit.
I never watched the show, but hopefully it was better than this piece of shit. So it was a movie based on a show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Movie based on a show that hopefully I would know. Movie based on a show.
Yeah.
Other than Ash versus Evil Dead?
Old sitcom.
I mean, a sitcom.
Yeah, based on an old sitcom. You know, that during that time in the 90s where we just had to turn everything into a movie based on an old sitcom.
Yeah, and see, now we're just remaking all of the old sitcoms. Yeah, we're in that phase of our life now. Shoot. Hold on. Okay. I gotta go back. I'm looking. It's McHale's Navy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yep. It's like as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, I remember this now. Yep. I mean, you're not wrong. I know I've seen that one.
Okay. I'm going to, this next one, I'm going to throw two at you at once because one is just amusing and there's no way you're going to get it. Based on this clip.
It's two comments on the same movie?
Yes, but from two different people. Still don't know if you're going to get it with both of them, but I'm just going to lump them in together because it's ridiculous. The first one is from Solar Guns. Guns with a Z, you know, because he's cool like that. Yeah, he is. This movie is so much better at 2x speed, 780p with diarrhea.
Diarrhea, huh?
Diarrhea. It sounds worse than diarrhea.
Oh, so that's not what they were trying to say.
Well, I don't think they can spell it because it's diarrhea.
Because like that has to be a pretty bad movie if that's preferable.
Yeah. The other comment is from Anakin Skywalker, and it is, I hate sand.
I hate sand.
But that's a clue. Think about it.
Yeah, it is. Because I'm like, wait a minute. You're preferable to have diarrhea. Like, why? How does that even come into your brain? I don't know.
Now, to give you some context, to give you some clues, this would not be a movie he's starring in, but it would be a bigger movie.
A big movie that he was a part of.
Yes.
Longer than one line? Like, did he have a character?
He had a
character.
That
was reoccurring throughout the movie.
He only technically had one scene in this movie, but it was an extended scene. It wasn't like he was, hello, goodbye. It was a bit. Like he was there doing more than a cameo.
Like, it doesn't sound like Spider-Man's. With sand? Maybe I've not seen them all.
Who is the villain in one of the movies?
That's asking a lot. I know it's got to be the Tobey Maguire ones because that's the one he was in. Because I still just remember the scene in the theater when he wouldn't let him in. I was just like, I'm gonna have to look at the Spider-Mans. Hold on, I have to look at those movies. There's so many of them. Sand. I'm wondering. I wonder if I saw all three of his movies.
Well, see, what might be throwing you is if you remember who the villains were in the first two, and then you get to another one, and you're like, well, oh yeah, the main villain in that one was because he's wearing the black suit. Wouldn't be another guy.
The Venom. Is that the name of the Venom guy?
Well, it was
the Venom Spider-Man. Spitterman.
Spitterman. But if you remember in Spider-Man 3, the Sandman was a villain.
You know what? Then I don't know if I saw 3.
Well, you probably dodged a bullet if you ask some people.
Because, like, that's not ringing a bell at all. Interesting. Okay, so Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3.
It's preferable to have diarrhea.
Yeah, apparently.
I mean, sure. To each their own.
All right, here's another one. Going to do the same thing because they're both a lot.
Oh, it's a good one, huh? Nice.
Well, I don't know if you'd say good. It's just like, maybe I didn't watch the same movie you did.
Okay.
Mind the Gap says, for this movie, this rating is purely motivated by rage towards a man I met on Tinder.
Oh. Okay.
And then Ben Holes adds, literally fascism.
Literally fascism, he says. They say. I don't know who it is. Interesting. Okay. What did Bruce do that was literally fascism, supposedly, and then looks like a Tinder date?
This is also not a movie that he was the star of, but I know he had a pretty significant role in the movie. Probably wouldn't be the type of fare you would normally associate with him.
He does that every once in a while, like Hallmark for an example. I did. When I saw that, I was like, really? Like, anyway, I'm not judging you. You get your bag, man. It's just I never would have put Bruce Campbell on Hallmark in the same. Just me.
Me neither. Lady
Killers?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I just figured Tinder date.
Lean towards something that might look family friendly.
Oh, it might look family friendly.
Except
literally
it's
fascism.
Fascism.
I think that's I'm like, what did he do? That was literally fascism in a movie. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I don't know. He was
no.
Like they were fascists, right? Okay, I might need help on what decade. The man's got a very long list. Good for him, but we're talking like 70s, yo. So I need help.
I believe.
Well, wait, if they were rating it, maybe I need to go in 2000s.
Well, yeah, that's where I was going to kind of point you to.
Fascism. That's got me so confused.
Because this was either, I'm trying to get there, but I'm almost positive this was either early 2000s. I don't think it was late 90s. I really don't think late 90s is accurate. So
what was the first one? Tinder date and fascism.
Yeah, Tinder date and fascism. That's your
that's
guide.
The reviews.
Mid 2000s. That's about as good as I can point you to.
Oh shoot, I was about right in there anyway in the time frame, just the wrong movie. I don't know, man. I think this one might have me stumped. Man with a Screaming Brain.
Are you looking on IMDb?
I am now.
Look up from that one.
Sky High?
Yeah.
As Coach Boomer?
Yeah.
Okay. So you dated a Coach Boomer and that led you to fascism. I know.
Or somebody.
People. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that from their reviews.
Yeah.
From like a very happy-go-lucky silly child's movie.
Another family-friendly film.
Okay.
Taylor says, quote, "This movie is fucking horrifying and I hate knowing that it exists."
Oh, man, that could be a lot of them. I'm sorry. We love you. But go ahead.
Jab 50 Yen says, "The mom had a huge ass."
Oh, okay.
Then John 820 says, "My sister caught my boyfriend smacking my ass during this film."
My sister caught my boyfriend smacking my ass during this film. What film would he have done that you would screw to?
Not this one that you would think.
Well,
like I said, family friendly.
It is family friendly.
Or at least it's supposed to be.
That I'm looking at there.
I haven't seen this movie except maybe once, long time ago, whenever the fuck it came out, and I don't remember anything. And I think I found this more amusing just to see that people are just talking about ass and it has nothing to do with the movie.
Like, whose mom has a big butt in these movies? That's what I'm looking at. Like, I feel like that's the only real clue I have because the rest are just like, this is what happened in my day when the movie came along. And that doesn't help me help you. The ant bully?
Yeah. Don't ask. I don't know.
Everyone's got their own kink.
I don't know.
All right. You do you, man, to fug knacks.
All right. This one's going to be, I feel like it'll be an easy one simply because of you're going to hear names in there and you're going to be like, oh, I can connect dots.
Hopefully.
But it was still amusing enough to be like, what are you going on about? Okay. Ronnie Gardaki says, "You know what I don't fucking need? I don't need Jim Carrey and Frank fucking Darabont to teach me about courage during the Red Scare. Who in 2001 needed to take that against McCarthyism, especially pre-9/11, modeling sentimental bullshit that makes me want to watch an Elia Kazan movie? This movie is 4 hours long, not a single second of it is worthwhile. Scratch that. I'd watch Bruce Campbell's fake film, Machete That Shit, Darabont."
Oh, well, at least Bruce got a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, the only good thing about this.
Yeah, exactly why I put it in.
A 4-hour movie.
And it's not a 4-hour
No, I hadn't
movie.
seen it. Oh, okay. Because I was like, if it's that long, I just went, I love you, Bruce, but...
Yeah, this was
is
not
too
a
much.
4-hour movie. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. At least I don't remember it being 4 hours.
So in 2001, I only see 2 actual movies. And one, he was a voice. Interesting. Okay, well, what was the other? That was only one review, right?
Yeah, that's all I had for that one.
Oh, I thought you said there were 3. Okay.
No, that was the last one. But the clues there should be Jim Carrey and Frank Darabont.
Yeah. Jim Carrey and Frank.
So what movie did Bruce Campbell share with Jim Carrey? And even though they didn't share screen time.
So they probably never met.
No. Because again, remember, Bruce Campbell's fake film.
Bruce Campbell's fake film.
Within this movie.
Oh. Okay, I think I get what you're saying now, but I don't know that it's helping me with the actual...
But 2001 would be in and around where you'd want to kind of target.
2001. I know.
Maybe.
I was like, I might have to look up Jim Carrey.
Yeah, you could do that too.
But that's what I mean. There's The Majestic.
That is
Is
it.
that it?
That is it.
But then when you said like over 2001, I was like, ooh, maybe I need to look. And then I'm like, Spider-Man? Bubba Hotep? That's not right. All right. The Majestic. Yeah. They probably didn't meet.
All right. Here's a few. Now, these are going to be deeper cuts. Okay.
Okay.
But they were just so good that I was like, well, I have to bring these in. So
Sure. Just good content.
the first one is from Mariel, and she says, Bruce's death scene was so quick that even if you blinked or sneezed during it, you probably missed it.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Shoot. Because then maybe I blinked and sneezed and missed it.
Clues I will give you
Uh-huh.
came out right at the ass end of the 90s, and it is a sequel.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I think I'm getting there. From Dusk Till Dawn 2.
Yep.
Yep. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, yeah, I kind of remember now because I think I also watched it because he was in it and then got pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Another deep cut. This is from Aaron Willis. Says, I love Bruce Campbell. Adore the dude.
Yeah.
This is shit. I tapped out at 40 minutes. You think any minute it's going to get good. It doesn't. I'm not angry. I'm sad.
Is it Time Cop?
No.
Oh, okay. Damn. Because that was one where it's like, I love you. No. Oh, man. It makes you sad. Like I said, I love him. I don't want to insult him, but some of them are kind of tough to get through.
This is definitely one of the deeper cuts that I don't think a lot of people talk about.
There's a few that come to mind that like, is it like older?
I think you actually said this one earlier. I'll say that not as a guess that was right, but a guess that you just kind of said.
Oh, one that I threw out there.
Yeah, you're just like, what about?
Oh, I loved it. Okay, so the review was, I loved him. I'm sad. I tapped out at 40 minutes. Was that Southern Family Christmas?
This one is actually 2005, so it's not as old as I thought. Okay, I'm sorry.
Because again,
my bad.
I love you, but oof, that was a rough Hallmark movie to get through. 2004.
5.
Oh, Man with the Screaming Brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, yeah, that's also a tough one to get through. But I did it, damn it, and I think I own it.
I'll give you this as because I wrote down 2. There was another one for this one from Scott Baker that said, Bruce, I love you to death, but Jesus, man.
That sounds about right. Was it when he put on the prosthetic thing where his brain was out? That was probably when we all went, oh no.
Oh, God.
Collectively. Oh, babe, what are you doing? He's having a good time is what he's doing. He is living his best life.
And that's all you can ever ask for. Okay. Ukeda says of this next movie, I don't see any movie here. There is nothing inside except a hobbit doing snowboarding and a bald Bruce Campbell.
Snowboarding and a Bald Bruce Campbell.
So can you think of a movie where Bruce was bald?
Oh my gosh. I mean, outside of the fact that we just said, his brain was out on display.
Sure.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna need a decade, I think.
2000.
2000.
That is the year.
I wasn't right, was I? In Time Quest, he wasn't.
No. Pay attention to the other little clue.
Yeah.
Is The Hobbit snowboarding.
Hobbit snowboarding. Oh man. Now I feel like I should have got. Is it Icebreaker?
Yeah.
It does have a 3.6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I just saw his bald head.
You like it?
Sean Astin. No.
Yeah. There's your Hobbit.
There you go. There is your Hobbit. Okay, because I was wondering where the heck the Hobbit was. I was legit looking for a Hobbit on screen. That's what threw me. Thank you, sir, with the review. Now I get it. Okay.
All right. I'm going to go bounce back to something a little bit more that you might know. And I think you might actually get this one based on what I say.
Gosh, I hope.
It sounds like a lot.
Okay.
But Hank Truck said between the sexual assault and simulated in relationship violence against women, I don't think I can ever watch this again.
Oh. Then that was him doing it? Wow.
No, I don't think it was him, but I think there's a stretch here. Maybe I'm wrong. I know that there was one out of a lot of the reviews that I read for this, I had to sift through so many that were complaining about one thing in this movie. And this seemed to be a theme for this movie too. It's just like, how dare they assault women and show all this? And I was like, what are you, okay.
That's like every horror movie ever.
Well, apparently this one took it a step further.
Okay, because I'm like, every horror movie is horrible to women and we're naked and running around, and that's your trope, man. You guys started that long before.
I will give you.
Wow. Yeah,
okay.
I'm blanking on this, where it was based on assault, or well, not based on, but these people thought it was based on.
I'll give you one other review that might help you.
Okay.
And think about it when I say it to you, because you're going to be like, how's this going to help? But think about it.
Okay.
Paige says the poster is better than the movie. And I want you to think about it being iconic in some way.
A poster was better than the movie. And it's a movie.
And Michael says, I just have to read this one because I found it amusing. Michael said, this happened to my cousin Luca.
This happened to your cousin Luca.
And when you hear the name of the movie, you're like, bullshit. What? Shut up.
Wow. Hi. I'm looking through here. Again, he's got 40 years worth of stuff to look at. So, and I.
Last one.
Okay.
Sid Steinbo says, I love the story. I hate the gore. So this movie was my worst fucking nightmare. Half a star for the half boob that I got to see at least.
I feel so confused. Like they all three watch different movies. Like, so it happened to cousin Luca. Mm-hmm. One person is happy for half a boob.
Yeah.
And the other one says we assaulted women through as a theme throughout the movie. I don't know.
Let's go back to the beginning. Don't. What is the movie that shot him to stardom?
An Evil Dead?
There you go.
Really?
That's what they're saying. I didn't write this shit.
Okay, I was just going to say, I don't know that I would have gotten Evil Dead from that at all.
Well, the sexual assault, the big thread that I saw.
With the tree?
The tree.
Okay. Tree. I was racking my brain. I'm like, who sexually assaulted who? No, yeah, they did do that. They did do that. Like, that was probably the first scene I ever saw in a movie where I just like crossed my legs and went, oh my God, ow. Like I felt it. Every part of me hated it. I hated it. I hated it.
And I know so many people hated it too on Letterboxd. They were like, fuck this movie and its tree raping ass.
It's, well, that is different. That's all I can say. Okay. Well, when you say it like that, yes. But I like throughout the movie, I don't know.
Nah.
I feel like they all got kind of assaulted.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a fun one. Grolf. You got to say it right. Grolf Lover. Grolf Lover says, superheroes are fucking lame as fuck. A Bug's Life is the shit. There's a clue in there. 2 of them.
Was he in Bug's Life as a voice? I don't know. I know he was in like Cars and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and.
But there's 2 clues in there that will tell you everything you need to know.
Okay, say it again. I'm sorry.
Superheroes are fucking lame as fuck. A Bug's Life is the shit. Both sentences contain a clue to exactly what you're looking for.
Superheroes, a Bug's Life. Damn.
Superhero, bug.
Yeah. Superhero bug.
Superhero bug.
It's like Spider-Man again?
There you go.
Superhero bug. I'm like, he's in so many different like movies like that with superheroes, guys. Like his connections with Raimi has helped him out in that area.
This is from O.J. Simpson. Rest in peace.
Oh, rest in peace.
He says, quote, did not have Spider-Man in it.
So any of the other 30 years worth of work did not have Spider-Man in it. Well, okay. With that hint, let's see.
I'll give you another one.
Okay, because it's like I can just start rattling off movies until you tell me.
Dodo Woe says, this was so boring. The entire film is a build-up. I ate some weed cookies, and the high still couldn't make this film entertaining at all.
Is it The Woods? No. Okay. Well, then I just outed myself for that one because it was rough to get through. I tried. That was another real slow one. Slow burn.
I'll give you one last clue, and there is kind of sort of a clue in there if you think about it. You think about it. Because
really get the wheels turning.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it's obvious, but you could see it as a clue if you kind of be like, okay, maybe. Bobby Bubblebath says, this is a shit sandwich wrapped in moldy bread.
Oh, shit sandwich wrapped in moldy bread.
Moldy might be what I'm kind of aiming toward.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe I don't know, man. Their reviews just like they throw me. Like there's not enough of any actual movie to help me. And a shit sandwich wrapped in mold. Yeah,
it might not be as much of a clue as I thought it might be, but
yeah. What decade?
This would have been early 2000s.
Oh, okay. All right.
This was one of those, I would say, unexpected, maybe underrated for some people kind of movies that he did. 2000.
If they're talking about Bubba Hotep, I'm going to be mad because that's a gem.
That's it.
What? What is wrong with you?
Just
what do you mean it's an awful movie? Aw, no, I'm pushing back on that one. You're wrong, sir. Or ma'am, or whoever made this. What was the first review you read me?
Did not have Spider-Man in it.
Oh, okay, well,
no
lies detected. Yeah,
exactly. So
correct.
I mean,
yeah. So that one's right. Not helpful, but it's right.
All right, so I'm gonna read you this next one here. Actually, both of these. I just saw another one that I want to bring up because there's a lot going on in these reviews.
Okay.
That I'm like, did I watch these movies?
Did we see the same movie? Yeah.
So the first one, there was only one review, and there are a few little hints in there, and I'm going to have to remove one word from it because that might tip you off.
Straight off in the title. Yeah.
But it was just like, what? Like, I was just so confused when I read this. I was like, did I actually watch this movie or what? So T, just the letter T, says, this movie is only getting 1 star instead of half a star as they brought back the late Dean Jones. Clue. Okay. Also, for some reason, this movie decides to give blank a background of being a Nazi war machine. And since Dean Jones is in it, that's now canon forever.
The Nazi war machine, and now that Dean Jones is in it. It's canon forever. I mean, is it the same Dean Jones that's like, isn't he like stupid old?
Oh, he's passed now.
I was going to say
but in the past he was
I might have to scroll all the way down, it looks like.
He was the star of one of these family-friendly movies.
Friendly movie.
About Nazi war machines, apparently.
Family-friendly. Is it a short film or a full feature?
This is a full-length feature that has had multiple sequels.
Oh, God. And it wouldn't necessarily have had Bruce in all of them. It's just one of those.
No, this was one of those surprising... I think I've even talked to you about this movie before where it was like, oh, shit, I love that series. Oh, shit, Bruce is in it. Oh, right.
Yeah. Well, okay. Early, though, right? Like, I'm going to have to go pretty early.
Not for his movie.
Oh.
For his movie, it would be closer to the 90s. The original movies, yeah, you'd have to go back probably 60s. 70s.
Nazi family-friendly movie.
Nazi could also be a clue if you find out who released the films.
Yeah. Well, if it's if you're asking me to remember directors, that's never.
No. I'm just talking about the studio. What film studio has kind of this Nazi connection people like to bring up about?
Oh, like Disney.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me look here. What was the Nazi? Brought back Dean Jones from Disney. I'm looking, guys. I know you're probably screaming at the Lace. Is this what's wrong with you? Waxwork 2. I've never seen it. Is it Sundown?
No. In this movie,
didn't that one have other sequels too?
It may have, but in this movie, Bruce is a race car driver.
Now I know what you're talking about and why I can't think of it's going to piss me off, and I'm actually going to have to look. The buggy.
They call it the
love bug.
There you go.
No. Like the buggy, I can see it now. Interesting. Oh yeah, I guess Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's funny.
So this next one here, I'm going to give you 3 clues because you have to hear them all. Because I'm so dumbfounded that I maybe did not watch the same movie as these people, or maybe I need to watch it again.
Or maybe they left a review on the wrong one.
And if you have a copy of this was a conversation that I had with someone the other day. If you have a copy of this movie, hang on to it for dear life, because it looks like it's one of those that have gone out of print.
Oh, no.
And you can't seem to find it digitally anywhere, so just be aware. I feel like you have a copy of this, but I could be wrong. And I hope you do, because I want you to tell me if this is accurate or not.
Okay. All right. I might.
Oompa23 says, quote, "This movie embodies how it feels to spray deodorant too close and then your skin dries up for a day."
Oh.
Bry H says, "There's absolutely no reason for this racist, trans-misogynistic fucking sack of shit to exist."
Okay.
Then Genzo2400 said, "So I picked this up at my local library and I was pretty jazzed to see it. Good Lord, what a piece of horse poo. I handled the no-budget effects, bad acting, and cheesy sets, but then to make such an unfunny movie, I wanted to give Bruce Campbell a burn notice and stick him in Boise or Miami myself. P.U.
P.U. We did not like this film at all.
The racist, trans-misogynistic stuff is where I got really confused, because that seemed to be another theme throughout these comments. It was like, what movie did they watch? What did I miss?
That right there in and of itself is what is throwing me off, unless I watched it so long ago that it just went over my head.
And I'm starting to think that maybe that was the same thing for me too. Like, it's been so long that I forgot, but I don't remember. I really don't. Yeah. But this is a 2007 would be
Oh,
your...
so much later than I was thinking. I was thinking like 80s, 90s or something like that for people to come back and watch it and be like, oh God, because that's usually through the new lens of 20 years, like 2000s, huh? It couldn't be My Name is Bruce, is it?
It is.
I do have a copy of this.
Oh, yeah, I figured you would.
I thought it was actually very funny. Does that say something bad about me? Because I don't remember. I might have to go back and rewatch now because like, I missed those themes. Like he was just a cocky, confident. He was himself to the nth degree. That was the character. So as far as I can remember, it was literally just him making fun of his persona in the movie, acting as his persona would as Bruce Campbell. So no, I don't know about that one. I'll have to go back now and watch it. I do have a copy. I think it's probably no, it can't be VHS. It would have to be DVD.
Yeah, I would say.
I'm gonna go look now. That's a shame though. Hard to find, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I better find it now then and put it under lock and key.
You better.
Because I know I bought that one. Aw. Okay. No, I disagree unless I'm forgetting something, some huge plot point, but there really wasn't one.
Yeah, I kind of want you to you're going to have to go check it out and just tell me what I missed.
Back on that one.
Because I don't remember.
Yeah, it was just him playing Bruce as people loving him as Ash. I don't know. Okay. Fighting a real monster.
This one is newer, but I'd say within early 2010s.
Okay.
2 reviews. One says, says, this movie called me. Okay.
Them personally?
I guess.
Okay.
But apparently this movie called me so many xenophobic and sexist slurs. I hate white men. I hate the military. I hate U.S. American superiority complex. I hate whoever the protagonist is, and I hate whoever wrote this script.
Oh, who did not care for this.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And the Vittoria says, and this might be a clue that might help you.
Okay.
I'm hoping, because when I saw it, I was like, okay, it's kind of specific, so hopefully. God, I hated it, but it was worth it to see Pedro cursing in Spanish.
See Pedro cursing in Spanish for a movie. Because Pedro, I go to Ash versus Evil Dead, like, instantly.
And I think we're talking about Pedro Pascal.
Oh! I
think.
don't know that I knew that they were together in a movie. I don't know. Pedro's in everything, though, right?
He is. It's like as soon as you noticed he was there, it's like, oh shit, there he is.
Yeah, and now he's just everywhere. I mean, good for you, sir. But anyway, ooh, I don't think I knew. Oz the Great and Powerful?
No.
Damn.
I didn't even know if I had a review for that. Shit. I'm gonna
have to go back and check.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What you just said, follow through with what you just said. Because you were looking at something.
The Great and Powerful?
No. You said something was a show.
Oh, 1600 Pen?
Oh, no. Okay.
No.
Follow that thread though.
Like it was a TV show, but they made it a movie.
Or adapted something from that, a spinoff movie from the thing that he would have been in
the early 2010s-ish, huh?
Like a very popular show he was in. They made a movie.
Well, you said the Bird Notice movie?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I was not thinking Bird Notice at all because in my head I was just like TV show. Oh, yes, they did make a movie and screw you, it was good. Like, how do you not like the Bird Notice series? I mean, I love the man, but that's the best series to date that he's done.
Sure.
Well, Ash vs. Evil Dead's a pretty close second. But I mean, as far as just him playing like a straight character and all that stuff, I will fight you on that one. What was their name?
Don't remember. Whatever.
Okay, well,
Mai.
Mai?
Yeah.
Mai?
Mai.
No, Mai. No.
No, Mai.
You are wrong.
All right, here's another softball for you.
I love that you say that, and then I'm like, after I hear that.
I think it is, because there's a very specific name, and I'm sure you can piece it together.
Okay.
You've already said this one too, so it's a repeat.
Oh, good. But now I'm gonna screw it up 3 times.
John Krasinski dies in this film is trash.
Oh, John Krasinski. And I've already said it. Oh, that's hilarious. Because like now I'm like, I don't even remember what I've said 5 seconds ago. I don't know. I know you said it's an easy one. John Krasinski dies, and it's an easy one. It's
the first clue that we did for this movie was about Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, is it another one of those?
Same one.
It's the same movie.
Mm-hmm.
The Doctor Strange. Oh, he was in both.
He was.
I forget about that. I know the last one. Oh yeah, John, that does suck. You're not wrong.
I'll go ahead and give you the last 2 that I had for these because they weren't really all that.
He was sorry, now I'm like remembering it all because he was like the alternate like reality version of those was it the Fantastic Four or something or yeah okay.
The last 2 that I had for this movie because you've already done it and De Julio called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness a piece of shit. And the Fat Man Club said this movie was ass on every level. It's unreal.
Was it really bad to people? I thought it was fun. It was fun.
I thought it was fine. There's just some people out there who just want to be angry.
They like
about
to hate
shit.
things. Yeah.
Like Cleaky, who says, and I'm going to read this word for word as it is written. Why people filming these kinds of movie? Why I watch this?
I don't know either.
Live Forever As You Are Now with Alan Resnick says Bruce's tits were a paid actor. This is the same movie, by the way, that we're looking into.
Wait, this is the same. This is Doctor Strange?
No. Sorry, we've moved on to a new one.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, when did he have his shirt off in Doctor Strange?
Patrick Stonecipher says, ACAB, but Bruce Campbell be looking pretty hot though.
I mean, that's always been the running joke. Like, just because you're attracted to Bruce Campbell as a man, that doesn't even mean anything. You could be straight as it comes, and he does that to you, right, Steven?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that running joke for a very long time. They're like, something about Bruce, man. And I'm like, I got you, man. I understand,
And then just Patrick, not Patrick Stonecipher, but just Patrick, said, adding 1 star for Bruce Campbell, but this movie sucked.
See, I love him, but that could be a lot of movies.
Yeah. There weren't a lot of great ones for this particular one. This is a film franchise that I don't think a lot of people associate with him. And I don't even know if I would call it a franchise per se. It was at least a trilogy, and he was only in 2, but kind of disappeared from the second one pretty early on, and I know we've talked about it.
Yeah. Was it the Sundown movie?
No.
Okay. 1 star because of his boobs. Because his boobs. Gotta credit, it says, or side actor or whatever that guy.
He was a a detective or was he a beat cop? He was something like that.
What, Darkman?
No.
Oh.
In this movie, the thing that he was the star of the movie, and then he, yeah. How do I?
Oh my God, I know. What's terrible is I'm like, that could be a lot of them still. Yeah, I don't think I know.
Maniac Cop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know that I would have gotten to there.
Yeah.
I know I've seen that one too, but I don't know that I would have gotten to there. And I agree. It's fine. It's a movie.
I like
he
it.
Made
I
a
think
movie.
it's all right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to narrow these down as best I can because I know some of these are just not all that great on what they do.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna do this one now. If you can't get this one by the time I'm done with it.
Oh, I hate when you say that.
Well, no, because
fail.
This isn't just one line. Like, I had to put this in here because this dude wrote a paragraph.
Oh.
And dear God, the rant he went on.
The rant.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, I think.
Otto Strub says of this film, No one cares about Flint. Fuck Flint. He is a loser with no shoes. No shoes, motherfucker. Go put yourself in a trash can again. It is the only time I liked you. Fuck Flint Lockwood. I liked when he gets punched. That was funny. He's an actual hobo for a part of this movie. Even his parents suck. His mom died, so she's a loser, and his dad is a boomer who fishes. How cliche. Stupid Flint Lockwood. I fucking hate him. I want him to die. His fucking monkey only eats sugar and says 3 fucking words the whole movie. Fuck Flint Lockwood. I was happy at the end when everyone thought he died, but then he came back and I was all like, fuck you, Flint Lockwood. You suck ass and your food machine puts everyone out of homes and jobs. I don't know if the writers even noticed, but food doesn't fall from the sky, dumbass. It may be a kid's movie, but I know for sure that at least someone died in all that food. Fuck you, Flint Lockwood. After I saw this sucky-ass movie, I lost my appetite. I'm also pretty sure fucking pizza-looking ass sailboats can't float or operate in the wind, making people dead in the fucking water. I couldn't even eat my favorite foods afterwards. You put fucking legs on a TV, and now it kicks the shit out of people for fun. You're such a fucking asshole with your frizzy ass hair. No shoes, motherfucker. Bro, his girlfriend sucks too. Her whole problem in this movie is being scared of wearing a scrunchie and glasses. Like, how fucking stupid are you? No one gives a fuck. It's barely noticeable anywhere. Plus, this is where I think Flint Lockwood goes mentally deranged. He makes a scrunchie out of Jell-O. Who the fuck does that? Why would anyone want sugar in their hair? Imagine having to shower 3 times a day to get the fucking Jell-O out of your dumbass hair. Go to the fucking store and buy one, you dumb bitch. Also, every time I see them kiss, I swear someone dies of heart failure in real life. They fucking suck in air through their mouths, so it gets puffed, and then they kiss. What the actual fuck? That doesn't make sense. Fuck Flint Lockwood. No shoe, monkey talking, mentally deranged, Jell-O scrunchy, puffed out, mouth kissing, weirdo. Fucking Flint Lockwood at it again. Fuck him.
Well, damn. I didn't think Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs was that freaking bad.
I didn't either, but damn.
Whoa. Ooh, this guy had a rough night before he saw that movie and got some bad news the next morning and took it out on the movie.
He did. Like, good God.
Right? Yeah. I don't know that I've had that strong of feelings about like anything, honestly, in life.
I mean, the other one that I wrote down for this movie, because I just have to read this one, did not make any sense to me. I was really confused, but there also seemed to be a thread with this as well, which is never, this is from Caden, never ever watch this movie. Ever. Do not spend your time suffering through this traumatizing film. That's in quotes. In quotes. I am telling you, do not. Please. We can't be spreading this disease any longer.
I got very generic. For a life of a B-movie actor, there's a lot of these, probably. I don't know. I'm probably going to need more help than it was.
No, that was Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs again.
Oh, I thought you were talking about new ones. Or I was oh, dude. Sorry. Okay, so you didn't care for it either.
Nope. No. Why it's a disease, I have no idea, but okay.
Don't watch the movie. You know what's funny is I think that's actually the last movie we ever got from... what was the one where you could Netflix back in the day when it was just sending you DVDs and we never sent it back?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, was it called still just Netflix, but it was just in the mail?
Yeah, I think, but there was a moment. There was
GameFly for games that I did also for a while.
But you remember they were going to change their name too for a brief moment because they were just like, well, we're going to do streaming now, and then we're going to do the disc thing, but we're going to change our name. So Netflix would be the streaming thing, and our DVD service would be like Quickster or some shit, and you're just like, what? And people were just like, no. And then they reverse course. I'm like, no, we're just kidding. We're not going to do that. It's like, yeah, well, you started to.
Right. You were gonna, though. And yeah, I don't know if I remember that, but I for some reason do remember that was the movie because like it kept floating back around like each move or something. I'm like, we never sent this one back. So we don't have a case or anything for it.
All right, we're going to do some real deep cuts. This is a movie that came out in 1985. I'll give you that as a clue.
Thank you.
Bethany says, this was the longest 85 minutes of my life, and I just watched God's Not Dead 4 a few days ago.
I mean, you got to give them credit for being short.
Sure.
Right? Like, they're at least not going to take a lot of your time. Is it Crime Wave?
Yes.
Okay. Because, yeah, that is rough to get through. It's kind of like Nick Cage. It could go either way.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'm going to watch it and just see, but doesn't mean I'm going to love it.
This one you have used as an answer, but it's not been answered yet, so there's your clue. Another clue, 1989.
You think I remember what I've said.
1989 is when it came out. Ram says, Bruce Campbell is hot. The rest of the movie just sucks, to be honest.
Ooh, again.
But
this could be most of the movies, because I find him very attractive.
But there's a clue in there. This movie sucks.
Oh, is this sundown now?
Yeah.
Finally, he's hot and we got vampires. Okay, all right. It's like I kept wanting that to be an answer,
and now it has been.
Now it has been. I don't know. I thought it was fine too. I don't know. I didn't hate it.
I don't know if I've seen it.
I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it.
Oh, okay. This is a repeat. You've answered this one before, but I thought this was so good that I wanted to throw it back.
Oh, like we've legit guessed it already?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've guessed this one. Took you a minute, but you got there. Saint Judas Fonda says, you know that you've reverted back into your mind and seen the ninth circle of hell when the words, hey buddy, start to sound like genital mutilation.
Hey buddy. Oh, yeah. So he must use that turn of phrase a lot in these.
Or somebody does.
Or somebody does. Oh, interesting. And we've already guessed it. And now I can't remember already what we've done 5 minutes ago.
Sitcom adaptation.
Oh, the Fall of Sam Axe?
No, sitcom adaptation. Sitcom.
Oh, it is a sitcom? See?
Was. It's a movie.
Oh, McHale's Navy?
There you go.
Oh, okay. My brain honed in on no TV show, Steven, and it stayed there, and it was not allowing anything else in. It was movie focused.
Gotcha.
That's how it works up here, man. You give me rules, it stays there.
Let's see. Okay, this one, 1996. That's your year
My
clue.
year.
And I'm going to give you two.
Okay.
Ansgel, that's what it looks like, says, if I had a nickel for every time Bruce Campbell was in a bad Die Hard copycat, I'd have 2 nickels. But this one, he served so much harder.
I actually didn't need to look at this one, Escape from LA. It was just the way the guy said it. Is that it? No? Because it was just the way that that hint was.
Rain Derrick. Yeah. Rain Derrick also says of this movie, aside from Bruce Campbell, nothing is good about this movie. 2 middle fingers.
Well, then I guess I'll just go for the next one that sounds kind of like it. Assault on Dome 4.
Yes.
Okay, because I've not seen that one, so I don't actually know on that one. But Escape from LA felt like kind of a knockoff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. Here's another one that I know you haven't guessed, or at least I don't remember if you have guessed. I don't remember hearing this one come out of your mouth.
Okay.
But you may have. Let me see if I can get a date, because it feels like one of those early movies, but
maybe we're finally finding the people who don't like Bruce Campbell, and I don't know that I needed that in my life.
No. I think they can go away.
They really can. Like, I was very dead set on you didn't know him or you loved him, and I knew there probably had to be those jerks floating around out there. I guess they're writing reviews on movies.
Yeah. That's what you want to call it.
Or whatever they're saying.
Okay. It's right there where we were just a moment ago in that same
Same era.
Same year thing, whatever, and that's close enough. Kitty says, my favorite part was that they had a clear plot hole, and instead of just letting it be, they had to put an ending card explaining anybody could have gotten a handcuff key. It's still under investigation. As if anything would have saved that. Haven't laughed that hard in a while.
What now? In the same era.
Or in the practically like right next to it, I think. If you're looking at it,
that they just needed to fill with an end title card.
Yeah, explaining anybody could have gotten a handcuff key.
Anybody? I don't think I know.
It's apparently this movie called In the Line of Duty: Blaze of Glory.
Blaze of Glory. Not seen that one either. All right, well, you know.
All right.
Can't win them all. Or have I won any? I don't know.
You've gotten a few.
I think I got the first one confidently.
All right. So 2 more I'm going to do, and then we'll wrap it up. This one is clues that I'll give you. It was a 90s movie.
We'll leave it there. See if I can do something. I doubt it. But
in the 90s, directed by some, or written and directed by some prominent filmmakers that you'd be like, okay. And I think that Sam and the whole crew have had dealings with them in the past, so you kind of see why he's kind of involved. So it's a bigger movie for Bruce in some regards. In some way. to some of these other movies.
Like when he crossed over to the AAA space. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're just like, oh yeah, Bruce Campbell, look at that. He's in a big movie now. Caden says, I don't even do star ratings anymore because this one deserves it. Quick to take the title of least favorite movie I've ever seen from Princess Mononoke. That is not even a clue, so don't even hang on to that because the movies that he refers to in this feel so far removed. So I'm like, where are you going with this?
Oh, so it's not going to be helpful.
No. This, coincidentally, may be the most praise that I ever give Princess Mononoke. 2 ass movies having an ass off, but this one is ultimately much worse because it commits what is probably the worst sin a movie can commit, being made out of hate. This film is constructed solely for the purpose of shitting on the magnificent Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, which is not only a 50,000 times better film, but also a movie of pure joy, which I am convinced this film has never known. If you like this film, I encourage you to A, watch more studio-era cinema, or B, get some of that hate out of your heart.
Get some of that hate out of your heart, man.
Now, I know I've seen this movie, and I have no idea what he's talking about. Maybe I need to watch it again.
Not helpful, again. So it's like My Name is Bruce, full of fascism, or whatever the guy said.
Yeah. I genuinely was so confused by this comment. It was like, again, maybe I just need to go back and rewatch it.
I mean, looking through, I'll guess the Hudsucker Proxy.
Bingo.
Okay, because I was like, I know that was a bigger deal movie, and Tim Robbins.
And Tim Robbins.
So how do you... Really? They did not care for it, huh?
Apparently not.
I don't know. They had a lot of good actors in this one. I had to look it back up now to see Jennifer Jason Leigh, Paul Newman. Yeah. And then, of course, you had Bruce. Come on. Okay, I thought it was a decent flick, so... So
did I. Again, maybe we're just, our memories are not
remembering
these movies. Who knows?
That could be. I just don't remember, or I don't know. This could be some 17-year-old looking at it through a completely new lens in their life that I cannot relate to, and so I won't get to there.
Yeah.
I need TikTok, I guess.
All right, this is one that you haven't guessed, but is probably one of his more popular films.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to give you 2.
Hopefully I'll be okay.
Sure. Ashton Norman says, I don't know what's more embarrassing, the fact that someone made this movie or the fact that I watched the whole thing. Oh. Then Brittany Nicole W. says, I actively hate this. It hurts to watch. I liked the first one. Why do they keep changing the actress of that one girl? That's your clue.
Is it Evil Dead 2? You said why they keep... Because they did change her.
But this would be...
Oh, in Army of Darkness?
There you go.
Yeah, they did. Why did they keep doing it? Well,
I don't know.
What's up? What's up, Ellen? What happened? They didn't rape any more trees.
No,
the
they
trees
didn't
do it anymore. So, like, you could have come back. Oh, wait, that was his sister. Never mind.
Like, I don't know why they didn't bring back the one girl from part 1 into 2, but maybe she just didn't want to do it. But
That's possible.
For Army of Darkness, wholeheartedly can imagine it was a studio decision to get Bridget Fonda to die in the opening scene.
You might be
just to be
right.
like, we need a name. We need a real name in there. What about
really?
What about her? Yeah. I don't know. It just seems like something a studio would come down on.
Oh, I could see. Yeah, totally. Because
just put somebody in there. Put a face.
Know that name.
Yeah.
I feel like it should have had its own reputation at that point. But again, I think we discussed that too. Like Army of Darkness, a lot of people knew that movie and probably wasn't even aware that it was an end cap to a trilogy. Like, yeah. Especially since it was Army of Darkness, no Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2. Like, and you can watch them all, I think, on their own and not be confused. You can catch up and understand what's going on very well. Interesting. That hurts my heart when someone doesn't like Army of Darkness of all of them.
No.
It's so much fun.
That's what I thought
Back in
too.
the day of puppets, like, come on, man.
All right, one more just because.
Verata.
One more, and you should know this one. Absolutely, 100%. You will know this, but you'll have to get there. But you know this
I'll have
movie.
to get there. I know it. Okay.
Evita says half a star for the opening sequence, which is the only enjoyable part of this dog shit movie. And Sheriff Hoyt Goat said, fuck this movie. Quite literally the worst movie I've ever seen. I wanted to rip my face off during the whole movie. It was an excruciating watch. There are no redeemable qualities of this piece of shit, let alone watchable parts. Every person who says they like this monstrosity is a liar.
Oh.
I love this movie.
So I'm probably a liar.
I'm sure you do too.
Oh, man. So I hate this person thinks the first however long, 20 minutes was the best part of the movie.
And that's a question, like, how much of the opening are you talking about? Like, are you talking, because I could see what you would consider the opening part of this movie, because it could technically be like a recap.
Well, yeah. Well, that was why I was going with Evil Dead 2, is what I was thinking they were talking about, because, yeah, the first 20 minutes of the movie is basically just setting you back up to where he got hit with the evil and gets thrown into the woods, and then what happens to him afterwards.
Yep.
Oh, come on, people. Come on. Evil Dead 2 of all of them. That's a classic. That's an amazing slapstick horror if there ever was one.
Sure,
Man,
yeah.
These poor people.
I know.
I feel bad for them.
Now for some quick, just to run down, because I've only got a handful left. I'm just going to throw out these last ones just for you to hear. Because I just found them to be somewhat amusing. This one was for Spider-Man from Dev Sensei. It says, dog poop movie, would rather watch Paw Patrol in my PJs and eat some cereal.
Well, I think you can do that.
You can. Yeah, no one's forcing you to watch
that's
this.
very accessible to you. Yes.
Black Friday, there were a lot for Black Friday.
Yeah, I wanted to love that one, but I didn't either.
Herschel Gillis says, even Bruce couldn't save this bottom-of-the-barrel, soulless, crushingly unfunny, nonsensical, CGI gore nonsense shit show. Colm says, and I have to be very specific about how I read Colm's spelling.
Okay.
This is the roast fucking movie I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Don't watch this if you want to live. Don't watch this if you love yourself. Don't watch this if you're family wants you to come home for Christmas next year.
Southern Family Christmas,
I guess.
Oh, you don't know which one it is? Yeah, that one.
No, that was Black Friday. These were all Black
I thought
Friday.
you moved on to a different one. My brain. Okay. Well, okay.
And then this one is also for Black Friday.
Okay.
From B. Says, please, if someone held a gun to my head and told me to name one good thing that happened in this film, or they'd shoot, I'd happily let them blow my brains out.
I can, there's one where he's standing up on the table, and it's very reminiscent of his ending scene of Army of Darkness when he's like, shop smart, shop. He does that, gets on there with the gun. Maybe that wasn't supposed to be the nod, but that's where my brain went. So there you go. One good thing, unless you didn't like Army of Darkness, and then Well, maybe you're that person.
Maybe. Char says of Alien Apocalypse.
Oh, gosh.
Movie
okay,
I've never seen. This movie is somehow worse than food poisoning.
Maybe. I've never had food poisoning, so there you go. I've been blessed to make it my whole life so far.
Corin Ennis says of Moonfall, Bruce and his chin cannot save this movie.
Man, we really do put a lot of faith in Bruce saving these things. We really do.
Mark O'Polo says also of Moonfall, terrible story, unrelatable characters, but flawless sound design. A memorably forgettable piece, in the words of one of my film instructors.
A memorably forgettable piece. Okay. Does that make sense to you? Or is it just me?
Really.
Okay. Memorably memorable. Whatever. Unmemorable. Moving on.
Memorable.
My brain got
forgettable.
too stuck there, I guess.
Bah, bah. Last one.
What did you say?
The last one that I've got. I've never seen this movie. I don't even know if I've heard of it. Brian says of Terminal Invasion, garbage. I can tell you from second one, it's a TV movie. The editing is awful. The acting is bad, and the special effects are atrocious. Also, okay, this is a huge spoiler, but who cares because the movie is dog shit. So there's this black dude in the movie that is a huge racist caricature. Yeah, why is that a spoiler?
Spoiler.
Everything about him is a huge racist caricature. At one point, when we weren't aghast at the shit being said to him and the shit he was saying, we joked that maybe he was one of the aliens just trying to be black and that everyone else in the movie was being racist because they figured that's just how all black people are. Then it turns out that was true. The dude was an alien, and then it reveals that he is all deep voice serious and makes fun of his previous speech patterns and mannerisms, and it was the fucking worst. Oh my God, this movie is so bad and dumb and racist.
I mean, it could be. I mean,
when you put it in a context like that, it's like, yeah, I can see where that's racist. Yeah, because you're saying that the caricature...
He was mimicking a person the whole time. Like, trying to be a stereotypical...
And that was what the alien gleamed from it, is like, this is how black people are. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't make a joke about it. You leaned into it and said, this is the thing.
That could be troubling, yes.
So there you go. There's all your Bruce Campbell-esque...
That was fun, though. That's interesting.
We might have to try it with something else, and maybe something I can maybe narrow down a little bit for you to kind of give you like an answer list or something.
Yeah. Although this worked, it was just some of their reviews obviously were just so far removed from the actual material that I'm surprised I got any of them.
Sure, yeah.
Because like even listening to it, you're like, you'll get this one. I'm like, well,
maybe.
Did they say anything about the movie though? Like, unless except for that one who was very pissed at Flint Lockwood.
Oh yeah, huge rant.
That one I kind of pieced together a little bit. Well, there you go. Siblings,
if you like this game, if you want us to play again, we'll try to work something out, or maybe a variation of this, because I wanted to try it out. I want to see how it would work and play around with it. I know it's not my game, but if we can kind of try it out and then maybe find a rhythm that works better for us, we'll do that and see what happens.
Like it. I should think of something for you too. Every time I do, I'm like, but I'm never as creative, or it would be a spin of what you already did. I'll think about it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve a surprise one day.
Reach out to us on social media at Super Mega Crash, wherever we are. And if we're not there, we'll get there. I don't see where we're not. We're everywhere at this point.
Well, not Truth Social. How's that?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Probably never going to be there, so I'm sorry.
I think that's still a thing, so yes.
Yeah. Send us an email at supermcrash@gmail.com. Support the show over on Patreon. Leave us a 5-star review on your podcasting app of choice. And follow everything over at pencilpaperproductions.com/supermegacrash. Links are in the show notes down below. Join us again next week, siblings. But until then, stay off your mushrooms and go beyond your limits.
This has been a Pencil and Paper Podcast Network production.